Hi, good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Hope you guys are enjoying. And we'll be starting in a moment from now. Let's wait for others to join, and we shall start the training in few minutes from now. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We are sorry, I was late, and I'm just waiting for a few others to join. Please share this information with everyone that we are live, and we'll be having a session today. And the session is going to be on profit and loss, as we could not do that yesterday. All right. Okay, let's start the session for the day. As you can see on the screen, we are going to talk about profit and loss. We are going to talk about something very important topic, which is very essential not only for the placement paper but also for our own life, isn't it? Profit and loss. You must know how to get profit and where do you get loss. You should try to minimize the loss, and you should try to maximize the profit. People from management background, BBM, BBA, MBA, know the crux of initializing, or what all steps to be done to minimize the expenses so that you maximize the profit, or do the step to cut down the losses which the company is going through. In our personal life as well, we always look forward to maximize the happiness and profit is positive, which is happiness, and loss is negativity, anger, right? So manage your time to reduce the loss. Let's go back to the aptitude topic, and let's talk something about profit and loss, the questions which are normally asked in the question paper, aptitude question paper. And we will start from part 1, which talks about what is profit, what is loss, general understanding of profit and loss, followed by some sums which we will do from profit and loss. Let us consider this example which you can see on the screen. A merchant buys a toy for rupees 200 and sold it for rupees 280. Is he going to get a profit or a loss? Please participate and put in the chat box what is the loss or profit he or she is going to make out of this. Let me know, no, guys. Okay, I could see lot of messages in the chat box. Okay. Profit. Yes, profit. Monica is telling profit. Durga is telling it is going to be profit. Tarun is telling profit. Durga is telling 80 rupees of profit. Okay, Tarun, 80 rupees profit, 80 rupees profit. So, guys, if you have understood this much and you people are understanding this much of profit and loss, it is more than sufficient for me to teach you people. So, I don't feel it is going to be difficult for me to teach you guys the crux of profit and loss. Okay, so it is going to be what all things we saw something which is related to cost price. He bought at 200 rupees, so 200 rupees, what he bought is going to be your cost price, right? So this is your cost price, this buying price. Okay, and what is selling price? The money at which, the price at which you have sold it to somebody else. This is input, this is output, the cost which at which you are selling. So this is rupees 280, right? Selling price. At any point of time when selling price is more than your cost price, it is called gain. When your selling price is less than the cost price, it is loss. So you have understood when it is going to be a profit, or also called as gain, and in what which all cases we get a loss in any of the business. Now let us try to understand, or just to remember, the formula which we already have understood or have been knowing, and just try to understand some more formula out of that. CP, if the cost price is 100 and there is selling price which is of 125 rupees, and another case I am telling wherein cost prices remains the same 100 rupees, but your selling price is 80 rupees, right? So you understood, somebody, you are buying at 100 rupees, selling at 125 rupees. In this case, you are buying the same item at 100 rupees and the same item is sold at 80 rupees, right? Okay. So what happens in case 1? Gain is equal to, we know the formula like gain, any profit or gain is equal to selling price minus cost price. Second formula we know is loss is equal to, in case of loss, here what we get, here we get profit, right? And in this case you people are telling it is going to be loss, isn't it? It is going to be loss. So what is the profit formula or gain formula? Gain is equal to selling price minus cost price. Similarly, loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Okay, so what is gain percentage? With that we can find out gain percentage. When we have to find the percentage of gain, that is equal to how much gain you are getting. This is the gain I'm getting divided by cost price into 100. And similarly, when you talk about loss, it is also going to be loss percentage is equal to loss divided by CP. So you will have to understand one thing: whenever you are finding the percentage, let it be gain percent or gain percentage, or you talk about or loss percentage, which is here it is called profit percentage as well, right? Gain percentage or profit percent, or you are considering loss percentage, every time the reference will be CP only, cost price, for how much rupees you have bought. Why? Because that is the deciding factor. So this will not change, and here as it is loss percentage, we will be looking into loss and then considering. Okay, got it. So I'm sure you people know this. Why we are spending another 2 minutes of time on this? Why? Because if by chance you have forgotten all those, then you must remember what you have forgotten. Okay, chalo. Let's see what is SP. Selling price is equal to, if we have to find out only SP, then that is going to be equal to, that is going to be equal to 100 plus gain percentage of CP, and the formula for finding SP will be also can be done as 100 minus loss percentage of CP. Just write down somewhere or take the screenshot of all those formula, which will help you in doing the sum in a faster manner. Okay, let us try to understand what happens when a person sells two similar items at a gain of X percentage and other at a loss of X percentage. Then the seller always incurs a loss. What happens here? If you are telling you bought some item for X 100 rupees or 200 rupees, and selling that item, once you have sold at X percentage profit. Okay, and similarly second item you have sold at X percentage loss, right? You have bought two items, there are two items. Then what is the net profit or net loss? Net profit or loss can be given as what? Give me the answer of this. Suppose you have got a profit percentage of 10% and loss percentage of 10% on two different item bought at similar rupees, or because we know profit percent and loss percent. So what will be the net profit or loss at the business? Charulata is telling probably what is happening. Screen is not clear, is it? Let me check. Give me the response of this. Let's find out what is the gain percentage, net loss percentage, or how much loss or profit the person gets. Ideally, what will understand, guys, will think, okay, anyways it was bought for 100 rupees, right? The item was bought for 100 rupees, and one item 200 200 rupees, two items 100 rupees each, and at 120% profit, at 120% loss. So here profit is there, here loss is there, so one is positive, one is negative. The net profit is zero or net loss is zero, isn't it? We will think, but that is not right. Okay, when you say net profit or loss is zero, it is not right. So what is right? Let's try to understand what is right. So just consider if that is given, then loss, you will always incur loss. The merchant will incur loss, and the loss percentage can be given as X divided by 10 square. X by 10 square, that is x square divided by 100 will be the loss percentage. This kind of questions will be asked, and we will see while solving the sum, and we will see why did it come this way. Okay, let us try this question. A person buys a book for rupees 200 and sells it for rupees 225. What will be his gain percentage? Let us find out and tell me what is the gain percentage for this. Because you know the formula now. So, dear friends, Durga has got the answer as 12.5, and she's trying to sell it is 12.5 percentage. Same thing Tarun has got. So I understand that should be right. Now, how to find out the gain percentage? If you go back to the screen, I mean the last formula screen where we were talking about gain percentage is nothing but gain, and there is a reference of CP always. Whenever percentage of gain or loss has to be found, then it is respectively. When gain percentage is there, gain divided by CP into 100, and loss, it is loss percentage divided loss percentage is loss divided by CP. In this case, it is clear that he person buys. So what is this? This 200 rupees is nothing but the cost price. So in this case, CP is equal to 200. He has sold the item, that is SP is equal to 225, and they are telling what is gain. Gain is equal to 25 rupees, right? Okay, now what is gain percentage? Gain percentage is nothing but it is gain divided by CP into 100, which is going to be 25 divided by what is CP. CP is CP 200 into 100, correct? No, double zero double zero. So 25 by 2, and this will be in percentage, which will be equal to 25 by 2. So 12.5 percentage is the right answer. This is gain percent. It was very easy, right? So this kind of questions will be asked in the question paper. Okay, let's go to the next sum. Question number 2. A person buys a watch at rupees 500 and sells it at rupees 300. Find the loss percentage. I'm sure all of you can do. And this time I want all of you to give the answer in the chat box and show that you people have understood it well. Okay. We'll go to the complex sums after this. One by one we are doing, and the complex sums also we are going to do. But let's start with the sum, which we are starting now. Wonderful. Good to see. Again, Durga has given the answer. Looks like Durga has understood it well. How about others? 40% is the answer. 40% is what Durga is telling. Let's see what is the percentage. So, what is CP? You have bought it at 500 rupees. What is SP? Selling price was 300 rupees. So, what is the loss or gain? It is loss of 200 rupees. And when loss is 200 rupees, what is loss percentage, my dear friend? Loss percentage is Loss divided by CP into 100. How much is the loss? 200 rupees is the loss. What is the cost price? 500 was the cost price into 100. So double zero goes, and 5 2s are 10, so 20. So 40% is the right answer. So as usual, Durga has given, and wonderful. Good to see Vignesh has given the answer. Vignesh has given. I hope all of you have got the answer as 40%. Tarun has got the answer as 40%. Wonderful. Very good. And who else? Who else have got the answer? And I'm sure everybody has got. Now, having understood and got this answer, which was not so difficult, some, but hats off to you guys. Why? Because you people are participating and doing this. That is why you are getting this. Let's do the question number three. And whoever gives me the answer of this will get a chocolate from our department. The question is, a gold bracelet is sold for rupees 14,500 at a loss of 20%. What is the cost price of the gold bracelet? Your time starts now. I'm giving a time of 1 minute to you to solve this sum. A gold bracelet is sold for rupees 14,500 at a loss of 20%. What is the cost price of the gold bracelet? I'm still waiting for the response from the student. A gold bracelet is sold for rupees 14,500 at a loss of 20%. What is the cost price of the gold bracelet? Last 30 seconds of the time to you people to respond, my dear friend. And your time has started now, last 30 seconds. Okay, good to see the responses have started coming, and I could see Vignesh giving the answer as 18,125. Durga has given 18,125. Charulata has given 18,125. Namrata has given 1160. Okay, so four responses are there. How about others? Others have got the any response? Okay, look at the screen. Look at the screen. What is happening? What is happening? And what has happened in this question? If you look at what is told, a bracelet, gold bracelet is sold at. So what is given? SP is given. Selling price is what? 14,500 rupees, right? Rupees 14,500 is what? Selling price. At a loss percentage is given. What is the loss percentage? That is 20%. Correct, no? 20%. And they are asking what is cost price. That means if ideally you see, look at this screen and you tell what should be the cost price. Selling price is something, and we have got loss. So in case of loss, selling price should be more or cost price. Cost price is the price what we have bought the item for. Sales price is the something which the item is sold for. So when SP is more than CP, then it is gain, right? When SP is less than CP, so SP should be less than CP, right? Should be less than CP. SP must be less than. So what I am trying to understand is, in this case, whatever is your selling price. Oh, okay, sold at rupees this, and CP you are telling. So CP should be greater, right? CP should be greater. To make CP, and what is SP? 14,500. So SP has to be less and CP has to be more. So it has to be 14,500 plus something. So it cannot be any option which is 11,000, 12,000, 13,000. All those are wrong options. So any option which is 14,500 plus something and all can be considered. Can be considered. Hope you got it. Shakti is telling she is not able to reply. Shakti, I'm not getting your answer somehow. Why you are not able to reply? Now, the moment you have replied, no, this way you can reply. You write down your answer in this. We will get it. Shakti, we have not got any response from you. So, guys, you have got anybody who has told in case of loss, your sales price has to be less than your cost price. That means cost price has to be more. Got it? Now how to find that? Now find it. Okay, you know what is that? What is the cost price? Cost price you want to find out. So simple formula is loss percentage is equal to loss divided by CP into 100. Got it? CP into 100. Got it? Okay. Now, what all things you want to find CP? That means CP is equal to cross multiplication. It will be nothing but CP is equal to loss divided by loss percentage into 100, isn't it? Yes. Now what all things what is loss? Loss is nothing but what is loss? Loss is nothing but when the difference between your cost price minus selling price, correct? No, why? Because cost price is more. So this is CP minus SP divided by loss percentage 20 percentage into 100. CP is equal to this. Okay, that means what you have got is CP minus this. So that means if you do now cross multiplication, I'll tell you how do you get the answer. Now you can find out the answer very easily, right? You have got the equation. That means this is divided by 1. Cross multiplication, what you will do? 20 CP is equal to CP minus SP into 100, right? That means 80 CP is equal to, right? This is 20 CP is equal to 100 CP minus 100 SP. Got it? And like that you can find out, SP value is given 14500, right? 14500. You find out the value of that, means 18 CP is 80 CP is equal to 100 SP. Got it? And you know this one, so 80 CP or CP is equal to this gets cancelled. 10 times what is SP? 14,500 divided by 8, and you find the value, that will be your CP value. Hope you have got it, everyone. Yeah, this is one of the way of doing, but this is not the best way of doing. This is not the best way of doing. Why? Because you would have seen, sir, all these days you were talking about time management and all, speed mathematics and all, but you are taking 5 minutes of time, 2 minutes of time in solving this. We will not take that much of time. I just wanted you to know the normal process, so that even if you forget the smart way of doing or finding the value of this, you should know. Now try to understand one more thing, one concept. Very carefully look at the screen. If somebody is telling, if somebody is telling, my selling price is 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees. And I get loss of 20%. Right? Loss of 20%. Can we tell कि the cost price of that item will be nothing but, if the cost price you consider as 100. Okay, cost price you consider as 100 rupees, 100 always, not the sales price. Cost price of any item is 100 rupees and loss percentage is 20. So what will be the selling price? Selling price will be nothing but 20% of the cost price, because that is the loss. So it will be 80 directly. 20 rupees loss, 20% is the loss. 20% of what? 20% of CP. Whenever loss percentage somebody says, loss percentage is told, loss percentage is in terms of always CP, in terms of CP. Remember this one, that will help you always. In this question you have got SP is equal to 14,500, right? Okay, you have got loss percentage is 20%. So 20% is what is the loss? Loss is 20 percentage of your cost price. Got it? 20 percentage of your cost price. Suppose your cost price was 100 rupees, right? So at, then if CP was 100, then what would have happened? At 20% loss, what will be your SP? It would have been, if you would have bought an item for 100 rupees and you are getting a loss, that means your sales price is 80 rupees. Got it? That you got? So if CP is 100 at 20% loss, SP is 80. You just write it in the reverse way. Reverse way. I'm just explaining once. If you understand this, you will be able to do most of the sum. At 20% loss. At 20% loss, ulta I'm writing. If SP is equal to 80, if SP is equal to 80, then CP becomes rupees 100. Yes or no, everybody? Give me in the chat box. Yes or no? Only this part. Have you understood this much? What I am trying to write? At 20% loss, considering CP as 100, your SP will become 80. Yes or no? Okay. In this question, what it is given? 20% loss at when SP is equal to 14500. Then what should be your CP? You tell me. What should be your CP? 100 unitary method, right? 100 divided by 80 into 14,500. Directly you can give the answer, and this will give the answer. Got it? Yes or no? Wonderful. So you need not to do that much of part. That is what I am trying to say. What I am trying to say is, if you have understood, you will be able to do it very fast. Thank you. If you people have understood what I will do now, in 1 minute, if I have to give this answer straight away, having known this concept, what I will do, any kind of question where SP is given, what I will tell, 20% loss, 20% loss. At 20% loss, your SP will be equal to, at 20% loss, if SP is, then CP is. That's all. So when SP is selling price is 80 rupees, CP is 100. But you always remember, my dear friend, in profit and loss, CP will be considered as 100. That's all, nothing else. You just remember this. Never do ulta. Don't write, sir, SP can I write 100? No. Why? Because the formula says gain percentage is calculated on the basis of cost price. Loss percentage also is calculated on the basis of cost price. That is what is the funda. So in this case, if SP becomes 14,500, then CP becomes 100 divided by 80 into 14,500, and whatever you get is the answer. So it will not take more than a minute. Now, let's go to the next sum. Having understood this, you tell me, by selling a cycle at rupees 4,860, loss is 19 percentage. What is the cost price? I'm sure all of you can do fat this sum without wasting much of your time. Give me the answer of this. Okay. So what we will do in this case, at 19%, the moment it is 19%, you should remember CP is, my dear friend, 100. Okay. CP is 100. SP will be how much? 100 minus 19. That's all. SP will be 100 minus 19. That you remember, that is more than sufficient. So that is 81 rupees. That's all, no selling price. So when SP is 81, when SP is 81, your CP becomes 100. So when SP is 4680, what will be the value of CP? So you can tell X, cross multiply, that's all. So X will be equal to 100 divided by, right, 100 divided by, and you will get the answer. 100 divided by 81 into 4860. That will be the CP. CP is equal to this much. Got it? Everyone got the answer? And how to do this? You just see in the question paper, no, they will give that kind of question only. 8, how many times? 80, 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16. So 8 6 ja 48. 8 6 ja 48, and 8 1 ja 6 1 ja 6. That's all. So 60 times. The answer is 6,000. In this kind of question, looks like it is going to be difficult, but it will not be. Why? Because it is going to, they will give you that kind of fact wherein you get, Durga, you have got the wrong answer somehow, I do not know. Maybe calculation mistake it is. Tarun, you have got it right. Wonderful. Tarun has got it right. What has happened? No, sometimes you get to see key calculation will be very tough, sir. How do I do? A lot of time will go. But beauty of these kind of questions is they are looking only for your aptitude, the thought process. Otherwise, calculation and all predefined it is so that it will cut automatically. It will become easy once you understand the question. Let's go to the next question. Wherein question number 5, different kind of question is there. A calculator is bought for rupees 350. So when it is bought, what is that? Cost price is given 350 rupees, and sold at a gain. What is given? Gain percentage is given. Gain percentage is 15%. What will be the selling price? SP of that is what? Now again consider this. At gain, what happens? At gain, what happens when somebody is getting a gain? Then what happens? Your cost price you have to always consider 100. When CP is 100, what happens? Your SP becomes, suppose gain percentage was same 15%. At gain percentage, which is 15% in the question, what happens? Your selling price becomes 115. Here it will be added, right? Selling price is more than cost price. Then it is gain percent. Gain. Okay. So what they are telling, ulta you write. Now what you will write? When SP is equal to, or okay, when CP is equal to 100, then SP will become 115. So when CP in this question is 350, what will be the value of this? So that will be nothing but cross multiplication, right? So SP will be equal to 115 into 350 divided by 100. That's all will be the answer. Okay, correct, no? Correct, no? Okay. You can also tell this. Now, what has happened? Durga has given the answer. But Durga, again, what she did, no? She told, Durga has got the answer. Everybody is getting 402, is it? One sec, one sec. Yes. SP should be more, no? Oh, this is not 300, my dear friend. This is 350, right? So this was 350, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So it will not get. This is 100. This correct. And what you do, just multiply these two and divide it by 10 over. That will be the answer. Correct. Which is going to be correct. SP. Hope everybody is getting this. We'll go to the next sum. Tarun has got the answer. Durga has got the answer. And both of us has got the same answer. Okay. Question number 6. I'm sure you can do. By selling a phone for rupees 2400, profit is 25%. What is the profit percentage if the phone is sold at rupees 2040? The person who is giving the answer at the first, his name or her name will be written, and you will have a beautiful goodie from me to for answering this. Why? Because this is the similar question, but having little bit addition to that, and you should give me the right answer of that. By selling a phone for rupees 2400, profit is 25%. What will be the profit percentage if the phone is sold at rupees 2040? I'll give a pause of for another 30 seconds before I start. Okay, look at the screen. Parallelly, people who are doing can keep doing. What is the question? In the question, it is given by selling a phone for rupees. SP is given, right? SP, if SP is 2400, and what they're telling gain percentage is 25%, right? Okay. If the selling price is this much, then gain is this much. And what will be the profit percentage if phone is sold for 2500? Now you do not start doing that ki, okay sir, 2040 I will write, and then I will write again percentage is x and do the cross multiplication. Then it is going to be wrong, right? You cannot do that. So for that, you must know what is the selling price and all, and exactly you should know what is the difference, right? Selling price. Okay, for that what we can do is we have to find selling price at 25% of profit. Whenever there is a gain of 25%, what is the equation is, if CP is equal to 100, then your SP becomes 125, then it is profit of 25%. That all of us know. In this case, what they have told, this becomes 2400, then what is CP will be equal to, suppose, x, then we will do cross multiplication, right? So x is equal to 100 into 2400 and divided by 125 will be the answer, correct? No, this is going to be the answer. Okay, so this is 4 times, this is 5 times, and this, if you look at, what we can do is, yes, this. So that means this is going to be CP, right? So the cost price is going to be 4 times of 480 rupees, which is correct. So what we saw here is CP is 1900, SP is 2400, correct? CP is, in our case, what we got is CP is this much, SP is 2400, correct? Then percentage of profit was 25%. Now considering the same thing, CP will not change in case number 2. In case 2, okay, this is case 1. In case 2, what they are telling, CP will remain the same, and they are telling if SP has to change, SP changes to 2040, then what will be the gain percentage? Now, so you can find out. Now, what is gain percentage? Gain percentage is nothing but gain divided by CP into 100. What is the gain? Gain is nothing but SP minus 2040 minus 1900 divided by, what is CP? 1900 into 100. You find the sum and you will get the answer, which is nothing but 140 divided by 1900, and this is also double zero. Correct, no? So you will get the answer like this. sorry, 1920. So what is the gain percentage, my dear friend? Profit percentage. You can find out this is what is going to be the profit percentage, right? That is 120 by 19 percentage. If you find the fraction, you'll get the answer. 6.25 is people are telling. You might be right and you should be right. Okay. Let's do this sum. A seller, and these are questions are asked, and you will feel like you will waste a lot of time. If you understand the question properly, you will be able to do this. A seller charges rupees his customer 28% more than the cost price. CP 100, then SP is going to be 128. Why? Because gain percentage is 28%. Whenever they are telling it is more than the cost price, then it is obviously gain. Okay, if the customer pays and they're telling 8960 for the same item, what is the cost price? So they're telling if CP is 100, then SP is 1828, right? Okay, very good. Then they are telling what will happen if SP becomes 8960, then what will be CP? Cross multiplication will give us the answer. Why? Because percentage of profit we do not want. If customer has paid 8960 for the same item, what is the cost price? So CP will be equal to 896000 divided by 120. It will be the answer. Right. Everybody has got the answer. How many times? Uh, s- this is 7 times, correct? Yes, 7 times. And then 000. So cost price is going to be 7,000 rupees for this sum. Over. Wonderful. Charu has got the answer, and again, once again, Charulata has got the answer, and Tarun has got the answer, which is right. Now let's, having understood that, let's do the sum. It is, you can do this. It is little different, but we have already seen this kind of questions previously. Durga has given the answer as 7,000, which is the right answer. Give me the answer of this sum. By selling an article for rupees 720, a man loses 10%. At what price should he sell to gain 5 percentage? Wonderful. Durga has already given the answer as 840. Let's see how to find this. And she has got it very, very fast. Durga has got it very, very fast. What is the question? By selling an article for 700 rupees, that means selling price is given 720 rupees and man loses. That means loss percentage is given. This is 10%, right? So, what we have understood when it is loss, try to understand one more concept here. Suppose CP is equal to 100 and it is going to be loss of 10%. Can we tell SP will be 90% of CP? Can you tell yes or no? Why it will be 90%? Why? Because 10% loss is there. So how do we find 90% of CP is nothing but 90% of 100, which is going to be 90. And this case also, if you see, loss 10% is nothing but 10% of 100. Correct? No, of 100. That means 10% of 100, 10% of 100. So loss is going to be 10 rupees, and your SP selling price is nothing but CP minus loss. Cost price was 100 and minus 10 will give you 90. It is going to be the same, right? So what we got, one concept what we got out of this is, at any point of time when CP is 100, in case we are getting loss, in case we are getting profit, in case of profit, our SP will be equal to loss. Suppose X percentage, or here X percentage profit. So our SP is going to be the difference between these two, 100 minus X, right? 100 minus X. Correct, no? So it is 100% minus X percent. Suppose 10% loss, so 90% percentage of CP we can write. Similarly, here if it is profit, then it is going to be added. If it is loss, it is going to be subtracted. If you have understood it right, otherwise also I will tell you. CP is 100. Okay, loss of 10%. SP will be 90%. Correct, no? Or 90 rupees. 90% of CP. That's all you remember. In terms of loss, 90% it is minus. In terms of profit, it will be 110% added. That's all you remember. That is over. Now, why we are I'm talking about that? Why? Because I want to further reduce the complexity of finding the answer by selling an article for CP is 100, I wrote. That's all. Okay, I'll freshly start. What I will write, CP is equal to rupees 100. Why? Because I told every time cost price is 100. By selling an article at loss percentage is given 10%. That means SP should be 90% of CP. Okay. This is our funda which we have understood. Now coming to question. By selling an article for 720 rupees, man is getting loss. At what price he should sell so that he gets okay? SP is equal to 720 is nothing but, what is SP? SP is 90% of CP. That means 90% of your cost price is nothing but rupees 720. Remember this. This is one equation. What we have to find out? We have to find out 5 percentage of profit. That means what? For having 5 percentage profit, what should be your SP? SP should be 105% of CP. Understood why? Why? Because it is extra. Okay. So they're asking at what price they should sell. So our SP should be 105 percentage of CP. We know 90% of CP is this much. So what will be 100% of CP? Can I write this way? 90% of CP is 720. So 105 percentage of CP will be how much? Do cross multiplication over x value you will get. Suppose this is x. So x is equal to 720 into 105 divided by 90 into what is of CP, and you will get CP. Got it? Yes or no? And from this you can find out value of CP as well. 90 percentage 90% of CP is equal to 720. So what is CP? Find out. 90 percentage of CP is equal to 720. So CP is equal to 720 into 100 divided by 90. 800 rupees is your cost price in this case. And you want to find out what this is, what is the value. You use 800, you will get the answer. Got it? Okay. So probably I'm taking time to explain, but concept is clear, right? Okay. A loss of 20% by selling a toy for rupees 768. What will be the gain or loss percentage by selling the same toy at 1020? We are getting a loss. Okay, loss of 20% by selling something at 768. What will be the gain or loss percentage if the selling price changes to 1020? CP 100, SP what? At 20 percentage of loss. They have given at 20% loss. If CP is 100, then SP will be what? 80. Then only loss. No. Now what they have given? Okay, boss, your CP is 768. Then what will SP is then CP is what? CP is nothing but cross multiply and find out the value of CP. Got it? So CP is equal to CP is equal to uh, 76800 divided by 80. This is your cost price. Okay. Now what they are telling, what will be the gain or loss percentage by selling the same item at, so they are telling what will happen if you change the SP to 1020. For that CP you find out first. Correct. 960 rupees is your CP. So CP is 960 and your SP is 1020. So what gain you are getting? Gain you are getting is 1020 minus 960. Correct. Cost price is less and selling price in this case is more. So 60% you are getting profit. So gain percentage. They are telling gain percentage is nothing but gain divided by CP into 100. What is gain? Gain is nothing but 60 rupees. What is CP? CP is 960 rupees into 100 percentage will be the answer. Got it? 1 by 16. That means 100 by 16 percentage. 6.25 percentage is the right answer. Durga has got it right. Hope you people are getting it. It is understood, no? You people are getting it. Let me know yes or no. You people, all of you are getting and you are feeling ki, yes, it is easy. We can do it. Tarun has also got the answer as 6.25. Wonderful. You guys are getting or not? And feeling this topic is easy. It is not at all complex. It is only understanding of the sum and probably the method which is taught. You'll be able to do it in an efficient manner and fatafat without any other problem. Do the sum. Question number 10. Sunil gains 10% profit by selling an item for rupees 220. To get 30% profit, what should What cost should he sell the same item for? Okay. Probably this will be the second last question of the day. Why? Because one more type is there, and remaining all types we have spoken. I would like to all of you to give the answer of this. How to find to get 30% of profit? At what cost he should sell the item? Durga has got the answer as 260. I am waiting for others to respond and say Durga is right or wrong. Sunil gains 10% profit by selling an item for rupees 220. When somebody sells at 220 rupees, 10% profit is there. That means what? For 100 rupees, if you would have bought, then at 10% profit, he should have sold that item at 110 rupees, but he's selling for 120. That means in this case what happens, the cost price of the item becomes 200 rupees. Okay, to get 30% of profit, to get 30% of the profit, what should be the cost price? 200 rupees is the cost price for 10% profit. So find how much should be the cost so that 30% profit is there. CP 100. Okay, 10% profit. At 10% profit, what happens? Your SP will be equal to 110 rupees, right? And your CP will be equal to 100. Now they have told in this case 220 is the CP, that is twice SP. SP is 220. That means CP will be also equal to double, which is 200 rupees. Got it? Very good. Now, considering CP we have got, and they are telling you need to have profit is equal to, instead of 10% now, 30% profit. So 30% of what? So 30% of, with respect to, okay. How to find the profit percentage? You have seen already. Profit percentage is nothing but profit divided by CP into 100. Correct, no? CP into 100. What is the profit at 30% profit? What will be the profit? So profit 30% of CP, which is 30 percentage of 200. 60 rupees will be the profit, right? Okay, 60 rupees will be the profit. That means profit percentage will be equal to, okay. So you have got profit as this much, and you substitute the values and you will get the answer. Okay, that means CP will be equal to profit into 100 divided by profit percentage. So CP will be equal to, what is profit? 60 rupees into 100. What is profit percentage? 30%. Got it? Acha, that is SP they are asking. CP is anyways 100, no? 260. So these kind of sums will be there in the question paper, and you should be able to find the answer. Got it? So this will be the crux. They have given at 10%. These all things, if you have understood, probably you will be able to do the sums very easily, right? So profit is 60. What is SP? SP is nothing but CP plus profit. What is CP? 200. What is profit? 60. 260 rupees is the answer directly. No problem. So these also you have understood. You have understood well. So let's see the next question. How difficult is the question? There is no question of this type. And what I say, because this is a new topic for all of us, so hope you have understood this. I would request you to go back and start solving a lot of sums on profit and loss, so that you understand the crux of that, when to use what, and percentage how to play with. So having seen percentage, ratio and proportion, all the sums of simple interest, compound interest, profit and loss can be done very easily, my dear friends. In the next next day, that is tomorrow, we are going to see some of sums from type next type of profit and loss, and also simple interest and compound interest. So take care of yourself, take care of your family, and take a nice rest, but practice these topics which are taught. See you tomorrow at sharp 5:30 in the evening. Till then, bye bye. What you guys can do, if you have any query now, you can drop a message in the chat box so that I can try solving those queries. If anybody have any query, please feel free to ask the question through the chat box. Okay, looks like there is no question, and Durga is telling thank you so much, Durga, for coming and joining. And I hope there is no other question from anyone. Otherwise, I'm waiting, and I'll answer all those. Thank you guys then. Thanks for your time. Take care of yourself. Have a great evening, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 sharp.